Well, Black and White Network, November of this year cannot come fast enough because I am looking forward to the end of Joe Biden. Gas prices, inflation, illegal immigration, man. Joe Biden has completely destroyed this country. And I believe that Donald Trump is coming back with a vengeance. And I believe that Donald Trump is going to win this election. The prosecutions against Donald Trump aren't working. Arresting him is not working. The Democrat plan is completely falling apart. Now, there's some people out there that do believe that they're going to ditch Joe Biden at the convention. Don't know. But probably at this point, man, they're probably actually stuck with Joe Biden. I believe that the Democrats really do love Joe Biden because they can control him. I truly do believe they want Joe Biden to remain an empty suit. And I do believe, guys, there's going to be no presidential debates. There's not. Joe Biden can't physically do it. First of all, Democrats, man, they're losing on everything. Everything. All the important issues, man, they're losing on. Now, me, myself, I don't really consider abortion an important issue. But if you do, okay, that is the only thing that Democrats are winning on. They're losing on everything else. Now, when it comes to the election, the swing states are the ones that really do make a difference. Those are the ones that really tell you who the president is going to be. Now, California, it's going to Joe Biden. We know that. Those people in California, man, are lost. Okay? They are lost, man. But what about the Sunbelt states? Boy, CNN, man, just delivered devastating news to Joe Biden, man. It definitely seems like the Sunbelt states, Arizona's a question mark. It always will be. You guys saw it happening in 2020 and also in the 2022 midterms. But as of right now, basically CNN is saying there is no path to victory for Joe Biden in these Sunbelt states. I mean, the polling is devastating, guys. So let's get into it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. So here we go, guys. Look at this. On the Daily Caller, it says, my God, CNN data guru says Sunbelt polling is absolute disaster for Joe Biden. And he's right. These numbers are atrocious. Now, the CNN data reporter is Harry Enton. And it's brutally bad for Joe Biden, especially in Nevada. But let's go ahead and watch this clip here on the Daily Caller. Let's roll it.
Hello. This being one big issue in the election as well, and I say that because we are just 176 days away from the presidential election now. There's new polling out this morning from the New York Times showing Donald Trump with an edge over President Biden in some key battleground states. CNN's Harry Enton obviously is standing right here, staring at all of you here with me now.
Scary.
You are a terrifying man.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about the new polling out from the New York Times. What is it telling you?
Yeah, I think it's essentially saying that we have a divide between the Sun Belt and Great Lake battleground states, all right? You know, these are all 6 states that Joe Biden won last time around. They won it by the closest margin of any of the states he won. Look, these Sun Belt battleground states, frankly, for the Joe Biden campaign, these numbers are an absolute disaster. The smallest lead is in Arizona for Donald Trump. He's up 6. Look at this, 9 in Georgia, 13 in Nevada. My goodness gracious, my God.
Yeah, that's astonishing right there. Nevada. Joe Biden won Nevada, and now Trump is up 13. That doesn't even look like a swing state number right there. Even Georgia. Now, Georgia definitely had a lot of questions, guys. And, you know, they got exposed over there in Fulton County for recounting duplicate ballots, thousands of them, guys. And allegedly, Joe Biden won by something like 12,000 votes. Arizona, that's the question mark for me, man, because you really cannot trust Arizona.
That is a huge lead. No Democrat has lost that state since John Kerry lost it back in 2004. How about these Great Lake battleground states? This is something that the Joe Biden campaign can work with. Look, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump up 3, but that's well within the margin of error. Wisconsin, Donald Trump up 1, well within the margin of error. And actually, a Joe Biden lead well within the margin of error, up a point here. This they can work with the Joe Biden campaign. This, the Donald Trump campaign, absolutely loves, and it looks like a lot of the other polling on the Sun Belt battlegrounds
when you're looking,
well.
And you got to say this too, man. When you look at Michigan right there, it has Biden up by 1. Guys, Michigan, that is where a lot of the Muslim voters are flipping away from Joe Biden. They are not probably going to vote for Joe Biden, guys, because Dearborn, Michigan, huge Muslim population over there. They are furious with Joe Biden over the Israel and Gaza thing. So that Michigan vote right there, +1, I'm kind of questioning that right there, but it is in the margin of error, very, very close.
into the numbers, why do you think Biden is doing better in the Great Lakes and Trump is doing so much better in the Sun Belt?
Yeah, the Trump coalition is changing. That's basically what's cooking here. This is at least one of the big reasons why. So this is among likely voters in all these battleground states we just spoke about. Back in 2020, 84% of the Trump campaigns, the Trump coalition was white. Look where it is now. It's 78%. The non-white portion of the Trump coalition, it was 13% in 2020. Look at this now. It's 19%. So the Trump coalition is becoming more diverse. And, of course, those Sun Belt battleground states are more diverse than the Great Lake battleground states.
You're looking at the Nevada.
Yeah, when you see that, guys, this kind of follows the trend. Black people, Hispanics, non-white voters, man, are flocking to Trump. And at least in these states right here, a 6-point swing, that is devastating the Democrats right there, man. There's no way that they can win when non-white voters are actually abandoning them and they're going to Trump. And I believe that number is only going to increase, guys.
Nevadas and Arizona's here.
Of course, if you look at Nevada, Arizona, heavy Hispanic population, Georgia, heavily African-American population, with the Michigan does have some black voters in it, but Pennsylvania and Wisconsin are heavily, heavily white.
That's very interesting. Okay, add it all up. What does this say about where the race stands right now? We're talking Electoral College and the race to 270.
Yeah, the race to 270. It's advantage Donald Trump, but he's not over the 270 mark just yet. All right, so if we flip Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia here in your lighter shades of pink, you add them to the states, and of course the 2nd congressional district up in Maine, which Donald Trump won last time around, that gets him to 268 electoral votes. If we keep Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania in the too close to call category, along with Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, Joe Biden at 225. So it's advantage Donald Trump, but Joe Biden does at this point have a path to 270.
Yeah, and right now, as you're pointing out, neither.
Yeah.
not
Yeah, so you guys see that right there, man. This is devastating news for Joe Biden. Absolute devastating news, man. It's getting worse, and I believe that the polls are going to get worse and worse and worse for Joe Biden. And maybe, just maybe, man, they'll end up dumping Joe Biden at the convention. I don't know. I'm still calling it now that Joe Biden is going to be the Democrat nominee. I mean, what does it actually say about Democrats? Actually, who do they have? Who do they have, man? Gavin Newsom? I don't think Gavin Newsom can beat Donald Trump. I mean, the Democrats, man, are just so extremely radical now. And I believe a lot of people have seen that. They just got to face the fact, man. Donald Trump is going to be not only the 45th, he's going to be the 47th president again. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.